So here goes like a small end of week update. This is about not only like the new like focus keyboard focus state for buttons, which we now have on all of the variants that we have, but also about like the new component status component. And yes, it's a bit redundant, but it's exactly what it is. So it basically is a way to indicate if a design system component exists in code, if it exists only in Figma, is it being worked on in the different platforms that we have, since we are using different code bases for iOS and Android. We're going to need to have different statuses for each and every one of them, so that it's easier for designers to know if like they need to reach out to developers because this component is not fully implemented. And now would that work? We're going to figure it out, but I feel like this is a bit necessary. And then also for the web, and I feel like the web is going to be a bit where we share a little bit more of the code base, like between portal and the logged in state and the website. So that's what I'm envisioning. But you can come here and you can start seeing that you have the Figma component in progress, because I'm adding more states to the button component. And you can see the other ones have not really started. This is the default state. They exist, right? So they have started. It's more of like they, of course, are not updated with the new styles, and they will not be until I can actually start figuring out how we're gonna do that. But the way that you use this is you can choose not to have it or not using the documentation component, and then you can choose maybe this is not the component that goes for the web. You can do that here on the right panel, and then you can change the status from not available, working, ready, deprecating, like if a component just is replaced by some other component, or we decide that we no longer use it, put it back to working, and that's it. A little bit of an update on what I feel like component status in the Figma library is very useful, both for designers but also for developers. And so it's like this is a way to kind of like make it like very apparent, like the state of these components across our design system. That's it. Have a great Friday.